In the Greenhouse All-Stars, 18 legends of the game return for one more run at the crown. They're here to rekindle old battles, find new names for themselves, and maybe, just maybe, be crowned the best player in Greenhouse history. 4 seasons have all led to this. Each week, 3 All-Stars will enter the Greenhouse, earning power in deciding who goes home each cycle. Players in the Greenhouse designate which players are vulnerable at each week's banishment. Additionally, players are able to earn seeds, the in-game currency, and the vulnerable players can use those seeds to buy their way out of precarious situations. Alliances must be forged, lies must be told, and at the end of each cycle, someone has to go home. It's the ultimate game of negotiation. Do you strike now or save your power for later? Do you rescue a valuable ally or do you hang on to your seeds? 18 enter, 1 will leave. This is the Greenhouse All-Stars. Welcome to the first auction of Greenhouse All-Stars. Up for bid, we have our seed count, which is 1 seed. Anybody can purchase that at any time. Uproot starting at 3 seeds. And Green Thumb starting at 4 seeds. And then, of course, our Night 1 Fly Trap, which is starting 1 seed.
Hilarious.
Right.
So you are allowed to bid on any of these items. Just for clarification, if the fly trap is bought, what will happen will be there will be 1 ceremony. Someone will be voted out of the game. Somebody will be banished, and then immediately after, the person who has purchased the fly trap will fly trap. Any questions?
I like that y'all didn't target season 4, like full out. Only one.
We put up
Gavin. Yeah, but like originally, I was told that like the narrative was so strong against them that it might be 3.
That's not fair.
I agree. I think y'all did like a very like fair,
diplomatic thing.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, diplomatic. It was cool.
What do you want?
I would love to stay. I think there's a smart person out of the 3 for you to vote against. So,
Got it.
that is literally it. Well, I don't know. What else am I supposed to say? Don't move me out.
You can appeal.
I don't have really seed. I have 1 now, which is where everyone else is. And I feel like chatted. I'm not worried.
No.
Because I feel like out of the season 4 boys, like Gavin was the most willing to like branch off and work with us. I wanted to work with.
I wanted Dylan.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Like Christian really wants to work with me, and I'm just not compelled to work with him. To be honest, like I'm just very neutral on him. Like I was just gonna work with him.
Yeah.
Kind of like I feel the same way about Christian as I did with you on our season. You know, like kind of like we're working together, but like
There's other stuff going on. Yeah, that's fair. I feel bad because I feel like Christian and I have been waiting to play together for so long.
I know, me too. It's just like with just how people are falling, I just don't see it.
I'm just hoping that they don't use Uproot or that.
If not, like whatever. I just need Brody to get the fly trap and actually do what he said he's gonna do.
What did you tell me he was gonna do?
He told me a season 4 person.
That's what you told me. And I was like, fine.
And if yeah, that's fine with me. So, and I think getting 2 of them out is kind of overkill. Like we don't need to do that. So I don't know.
We'll see how it goes.
Hey.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. I'm just like, not round 1. Not round 1. I drove 6.5 hours.
It's such a shit
And
spot.
I am going to use that card so hard. I paid
I
like
would-
$50 in gas.
I would if I were you.
I just want to say, I am not uncomfortable with any of you guys right now.
No.
I held true to all my rankings that I talked to everyone for.
Yeah.
Played pretty honest with that, kept to my word.
You have.
It's just like keep it in my vibes.
Right.
Cool. Alright. Thomas, can I pull you? Sure.
That's why I said my mind wasn't made up, but I still think at this moment, I'd probably still vote him out.
And for me, it's not anything against Brady.
No.
He did kind of waste some of the time that he had and didn't go around talking to as many people, so I feel like the case is not great for him.
That's true.
But for me, it is more that I do feel better with Christian, we tend to butt heads a lot, but I think he's trying to make nice. So I'll give him a chance.
Yeah.
And then Gavin has also been very nice to me. I'm getting along great with season 4. Where was I for season 4?
We would have loved to have you.
I like you guys. So I don't know. And I don't know. It's tough because Brody's then coming in hot after that.
I don't know if Brody getting it's a foregone conclusion.
I don't know that it is. I still feel like it's the most likely outcome.
The only other reason that I think Gavin and Christian are the clear choices for me to keep, or I think I can predict what they're gonna do next a lot easier than I can predict what that guy's gonna do next.
Yeah, it's not that I want Brady gone. It's more that I feel more comfortable with the other two being here.
And that's how it always is in the early rounds. It's just how it has to be. And so I think that's a fair thing to vote on.
Are you doing anything?
Nope.
Okay.
I can't. I cannot.
I have
Be that
3.
person.
I think I'm gonna put all 3 directly there. I'm debating if I need to start like. Is anyone opposing me?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think so
But
either.
I think most people are aware that you're like, you're at least contemplating buying it. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna buy it.
I've been wondering
I'm-
if you're doing it or if you're doing it as a move to see if other people will pick up their seats
I'm
together.
buying it.
Okay.
I'm buying it, and then like.
Are you willing to share a target?
It depends who we think we're gonna vote out.
Probably Gavin, only because I just don't talk. You know what I mean?
So
Like I just don't
want
have
a
as
target
many.
of season 4 person.
That's kind of
And
what
I
a lot of
do-
people were saying
and
too.
I don't want 2 season 4 people to go because then I think there's a narrative of we're targeting season 4.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the narrative's just from we have to target season 4 to
Yeah.
we gotta get them all out.
Yeah.
And
Only
so,
because I feel like, for myself, I feel like Christian and Brady have both vibed more with me and have like
perfectly
wanted to
fair.
work with me. And not that Gavin was very friendly to me too. I just feel like the other
He's a
two.
bigger threat, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just don't. You know what I mean? Like I don't.
No, and
Not
I'm not gonna
personal.
try
I think he's very friendly. Like there's nothing. You know.
I'm not gonna try to change your vote.
Yeah. If I have to pick one of the 3, I think probably him. But I haven't had many conversations yet. So if I get that, I think early on it's smart if you already think it's going to be a landslide one way to just add yours into the pot so that you don't get picked on. I remember earlier you said something about Patrick though. You were afraid that Patrick might go into the
I think he's fine. I think
Really
we're-
think?
I don't know. What do you think? Have you gotten not that vibe?
He hasn't said anything about you or anything like that, but I really haven't been in a lot of circles with him.
Like-
I just always find him to be a real wild card.
He's a real wild card, and I'll be honest. I cannot tell when he lies to me.
That's
Like
a
I
concern
really
for
don't.
me.
I can't.
I personally am not sure.
But do we want I don't think we want to take out someone from our season and make us even less numbers, because then it becomes the easy. This season only has 3 people, and one's Jessica. And we
Did
played
you
on
think
2
people are going to
seasons.
then try to pick us off just because of that?
Maybe. I just don't want to. I don't want to give people a reason, you know.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a stupid.
I guess I'm just saying if you're going to flag trap someone, I mean, who do you think would gun for you the most?
I don't think anyone's gunning for me right now.
Okay.
And so that's why it's difficult. It's not. I am not going after a target who I think is going to come after me necessarily. I'm going after a target who I think the house is going to be okay. Like they can recover. No one's pissed. No one takes us in the ball saying, "I can't believe Brody did this." I want this to be a okay sigh of relief. It's not me. It's not my major ally. We are all good. Move on our way.
Yeah.
You know, and that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah.
More so than get rid of the big threat.
Yeah.
It's too early. We don't know what the big threats are. Everyone's a big threat in this game.
Yeah.
Christian has come up to me to like say like, oh, I want to work with you long term and all this stuff. Like, I just think it's kind of a little bullshit, and I don't particularly want to play with him. Like, it's just not exciting to me. Like, I'm sorry. Like,
It does seem like the only chance I have of staying is by pushing forward him, which sucks because I was looking forward to working.
Yeah.
But it's,
I would prefer Christian going home over you. Is point 1. Point 2 is that I feel as if you go home in this vote, then I think flytrap decisions change as well.
Yeah.
Because what I don't want to happen is for 2 season 4 people to go home.
Yeah.
Because that's just like, that's overkill. Like, that's not like what I think like this charge was for.
assuming Brody gets Skytrap, what he's been saying is,
I was just trying to convince him not to go after you if you make it.
I heard he wants one of us to
He
meet roster
does.
done.
He does.
Yeah. And if I need, I mean, if it's in everybody's heads now, the season 4 thing. So if what I need to do to dispute that? Is it turn on them?
Yeah, I mean, I just spoke to Brody, and I think his target of you three is Ross and Dylan.
Okay,
You were third.
that's great to hear.
And I'm not just like blowing smoke up your ass to like calm you down and
No,
so
no.
that you like chill out.
I mean,
But like I
appreciate
that
that.
this is my perspective. Like I only disclose information that like is truthful, and I feel is like necessary to build trust.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's building trust. I was worrying a little bit. I was like, oh man, maybe I shouldn't have told myself after I heard that. But Shakira told me that's not what's actually happening. And
Shakira and I aren't even playing together. Like I've maybe had like 2 conversations with her. Like that's another like I don't want it to be like season against season.
That's
like it's just
exactly
like
how I'm
stupid.
feeling.
It's boring.
Yes.
So here's my thing.
Because seeds are going to be super important right after the fly trap.
I think if we uproot you, you're just gonna get flat trapped if I'm honest with you.
Yeah, take it. Okay.
And that feels like a moot point at that.
Yeah. So should I just? But do you think if I stay on the block, don't uproot myself, and survive, will I still get fly trapped anyway?
I think so. Like it seems like a fucking unless we can outbid the flat trap, I think that's the only way we could potentially survive. But even then I think you might just get voted out.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see the way out of this,
Mm-hmm.
and it fucking sucks because I don't see it yet. The only way that would logically make sense is if we manage to convince people to vote Christian out and maybe even convince people that you will be Brody's fly trap target,
Yeah.
and then we just outbid him on the fly trap. That's the question, if we can do that.
Right. That's a good pitch. I'm going to be down by the fly trap.
And
Okay.
if you're willing to I mean, obviously your back's against the wall here, so you can pitch that like 2 people you're begging for seeds from, that they're not the target.
I'm worried that I don't want like you to ruin the rest of your game by helping like pitch in to go against the fly trap, like against Brody, because that will
I
be
know.
bad for the rest of it.
I agree. But I think there's a way I can kind of test the waters with it and see how he feels about the situation. I think right now we need to focus on getting you past this vote and pivoting to Christian. Simultaneously, we don't have time. We also need to think about how to get you the seeds. Look, right now, I'm just going to give you my seed for flat trap. And if it comes down to the realization that you're not going to have the flat trap, I don't even expect the damn seed back. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I appreciate that. If I still have the seeds when I'm I'll give it to you.
Yeah, you can split your seed between me and Ross too. That's what it comes to. This is, I think, objectively the only way to make it out untouched.
Did you want to give me this? Thank you. If I don't end up playing it, which I don't think I will. The uproot. What do you think?
Oh.
I've heard for uproot. I've heard that just makes me even more of a target if I survive the block, like uproot myself. Then I'll probably do flat trap next. But I just so.
Just, I want you to hold on to it, and if you feel you need to use it, if not next round,
When I'm up there on the block, I'll give you your seat back. I just want to make sure we have this exchange of trust here.
No. Yeah. I just talked to Shakira, and we kind of were talking, and I think I might have gotten her to try to campaign for Christian.
Okay. It sounds like that's the only way I'm not going is him.
Because I think Brady's well insulated enough that I don't think it's gonna like go for him.
He's also just like not a big target that you'd want to get out first in All-Star season. Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry. I really am.
No, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, I think the best shot you have though is if the target can be moved on to Christian.
Yeah.
I don't really want Kevin to go.
I don't want Kevin to go.
Brady talked to me, and I was not entirely sold on his pitch. He was just kind of like very casual. And
He's not campaigning very hard at all.
I think he's nervous, but I don't know if he's making the best moves.
No, he's
yeah,
not.
he seems kind of resigned to the fact that
But he
Because, like,
has
when-
been for like an hour.
I know, when he found out he was going up, he was like, whatever. And I was like, that is not the mentality that I want in someone that I'm trying to rally those for.
Yeah, that's
He
not a
should
good
be.
one.
He should be telling people why it's a good idea to keep him around, not just begging.
Honestly, I think it's too late.
It might be.
I think he didn't do enough the entire like past hour that he could have been, and I think he spent a lot of downtime worrying. And
Yeah.
now here the conclusion comes.
Yeah.
What are we doing, girl?
I don't know. They want to vote out Gavin. I don't necessarily want to do that.
I don't think we need 2.
That's my
Green,
thought, but then
four
I'm
people.
fucked. Because I kind of told everybody season 4.
I mean, if my lowest on season 4, I need Dylan out.
See, I was thinking boss, because it makes the least waves. Like, no one is close with him.
I mean, that would also be fine. Like,
But I could do that, but I think it wouldn't even hurt even if Gavin does go. But I don't want to create this narrative of season 4, season 4, season 4.
What is your intent? And I'm just
Yeah.
straight with you. What's your intent with Patrick?
I can't tell if I trust him or not. Like, I cannot tell if he's lying to me or not.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to trust him,
Mm-hmm.
but I wanted to trust him in my season, and it worked in our season. I don't think he has let our season go. What is the vibe you're getting?
I don't think there's a scenario that Patrick works with me. I'm just putting that in there because I think if we don't go with the season 4 person, that's just like who I think is.
So I think if Gavin goes, I have to make a different option. I don't know who that's going to be yet.
So
I just
think
don't-
it's either you just do Ross because you just have to do. That's just what you've been talking this whole time. I'm suggesting Patrick just because I don't see he's like a big enough threat to make it worth it, and I don't see him working with me personally.
For me,
But like,
What-
this is for you.
well, I need you to reason this out with me because I'm not the clearest on this on where the alliances are. If Gavin goes, and I switch to Patrick, are people upset that I went back on my word? That's what I'm more concerned about.
I think it would just be
saying-
random enough that people would be like, okay. Like, I don't see anybody being hurt by Patrick.
I'm wondering
And
if-
I think Patrick going home hurts Ross.
Do you think? They're close.
I think apparently Patrick told Ross that me and Shakira were the people.
He's
rallying
been
around.
passing that around.
So
My 2 other people that I like are Lily
I want to keep
and
him.
Abrielle.
Yes.
Like, so.
Yes.
Okay, so we're on the same page.
Yes.
Are you cool with Gavin? Because I know you're kind of wary of voting for Gavin. Because I know you're kind of wary of Brady, but I feel like
I'm not wary of
how
Brady.
low
I'm not wary of Brady.
is it Brody then?
I was wary of Brody.
Of
Brody
Brody.
has been approaching me a lot though.
Yeah,
So I am
Oh my
I'm
God.
considering that. I know he's just such a good player that I know at some point he'll
but I mean,
but maybe it'll be toward the end.
but I think
maybe he'll wait for a while to kill me.
before that can happen, I think people want to kill Brody first.
That's true. So he could be
Because
taken out before.
If he was gunning for greenhouse and
Yeah.
going for flytrap, I'm like,
Yeah. I know. I feel
Papa?
conflicted though because my first thought today was that Brody and Christian are such strong players. And I was like, maybe we should get one of them out first. That was one of my initial thoughts today. But now that it's Christian, I'm like leaning toward not voting for Christian. So part of my brain is like, bitch, you said at the beginning that it would be smart to get him out first. So like, why are you shying away from that?
I think they'll kill each other
But-
before they try to kill anyone else.
This is nearly half of the voting population. What are we feeling?
I mean, here's my thing. I mean, I'm not really too worried about Brady. I think it, like you just said, it was a connection
I
thing.
just
It
don't
just
really
was
feel a significant reason to vote him out. Not that I
And
think there's a
then
reason to vote anyone out.
between
But I feel like the other two are much more people that would thank you later.
yeah, like Christian and
So I
Gavin,
feel like
like
one of them.
So
both good players, and like Gavin winner, and there's the whole thing with like the season 4 people being close. Like I feel like that's the way it's going. But if you've
I've
heard
I have
otherwise,
heard Gavin's name the most.
really,
In the circles I've been in, but it's probably all been in different circles.
Yeah. Honor ovals.
Do y'all feel that? Are y'all doing it differently?
I haven't really talked to anybody about voting yet, so like I haven't heard either or.
Based on the people I've talked to, but I haven't talked to everyone. That's the name. That's to me. That's the common denominator right now.
Before I say,
I was just gonna real quickly say I think I heard a lot of people talking about season 4, like getting someone out there.
Being tighter.
I think that's being covered with Flytrap, so I don't see the reason to vote
I don't know. The strategy was discussed that if we got 2 people in season 4 out in the same round, that could be perceived poorly or feel like ganging up or whatever. And there was hesitation about that. I know, but I did hear that as like that might not be the move for him. That if a season 4 person already goes out, that he would not take the second person out.
That's what I also heard. So yeah.
So it feels like I do think he's going to buy it. So I do think it's not going to be 2 people from the same season.
Season 4, I'd prefer to keep Gavin.
Really?
Out of them, he is also the one that I would want to work the most with out.
But nobody else.
So
You're
then-
talking about
So then for the block, are you thinking Christian, right? Christian.
Personally. But if everyone else is voting,
No, like he wants. He's saying.
To
I'll say that I'm leaning the other way.
toward
Brady?
Yeah, between
Brady.
those two. Because like I do think
why Brady though?
just because I think that Brody is going to block someone from or going to banish someone from season 4.
Unless Gavin is voted out.
Yeah, but I think if Gavin's voted out, it might be. And I like Gavin personally anyway, and I just feel like I've had more in-depth conversations with Christian than I have with
Brady.
Brady.
I just don't see Brady having enough votes to go home.
I meant what I said in agreement. I said, I'll give you my seat if you need it, because I'm more comfortable knowing who has Flytrap.
Well, do you want to give it to me now, and then I can give it back? Because I'm worried someone's gonna like surprise bid me back.
I'm fine with that if you promise that it's not.
It's not gonna. It's not you, and it's not even gonna go in. I'm gonna put 3 down,
Um,
and the 4th one is an emergency.
Okay.
Just don't.
No
No one look.
Should I put a rock in my cup?
No, then not.
What do you have to say if I go?
Oh, I don't think.
I don't
Okay, but
either.
if you don't, I'm giving this back to you.
And I went to Holly.
Okay, cool. I think it's between Christian and Gavin. From everyone that I've talked to, everyone's like, "Why is Brady up there?"
I think
I think you're gonna be okay.
I think I do too. But that being said, if for whatever reason
If
it's
anything
not that
goes
way,
wrong,
I want you to get further and further and further and further and break the 5th curse.
I'm
Let's get
gonna work
first.
it so bad,
Mhm.
so bad.
Yeah.
If Gavin goes home, I'm not targeting someone in season 4.
Okay.
If he does not, I don't know. Because I have had another name pitched to me that I'm okay with.
Do you feel comfortable or not?
I'm comfortable with either. Here's the thing.
Do you feel comfortable telling me who that other name is or not?
No. And it's not against you.
I understand.
Just you are in with the person who would be bidding against me, and if they happen to be close, I don't like that.
I understand.
I genuinely think it hurts your game more if all 4 or 5 or however many there are in season 4 are in.
Okay.
Do you agree or disagree?
I think at this point in the game, I agree.
So I don't like. What is the better like from you as someone on that season? If it is not you, then what would you like to see?
If you're going to choose someone from season 4 and I had to pick one person, it would probably be Dylan and Ava.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
I think that's the way it has to go to make y'all safe long term.
Okay.
Yeah.
Better for our game. What does Brody care about our game? Brody does not care about our game. We're gonna get Gavin this fly trap.
I'm staying. In a weird circumstance, I thought I was great, but I think I just wasn't great with Shane. Shane was the one person that could put me up, and he was it. So, sucks, bad draw, but I feel like I played this round great. For someone to put me up in a group of 18, it's like a bad draw, but I don't have any inkling that I'm going home. any, which is crazy because I'd say I'm the biggest target on the block right now. Gavin's a great player, but I'd say I have more reputation as a villain. So I think it goes to show how well I've situated myself in the game to go up on the block and not. I don't think I'm going to get a single vote against me.
I want as many people as in the last conversation that we could have minus Patrick because I don't trust him.
Yes.
I also want Christian out.
You want what?
I don't want to say that in front of.
You want Christian out?
Yes, I don't want to say that in front of Patrick because I feel like it would get back to Christian.
Well, at this point,
Who at this point I questionably trusts me. He keeps pulling me aside one-on-one.
Who, Christian?
Yes.
Yeah, but it's like really like panicky. So it's kind of like I don't know.
Yeah, I would be fine to get rid of him because I agree that if we banish him, then if whatever Brady does the fly trap, it would be Gavin. Whereas if we banish Gavin, who is he going to fly trap? Because I highly doubt that he will target 2 people from that season.
No,
because you would want to neutralize the other seasons.
Correct.
Like by extremely weakening them, you just extremely empower others. Like
yeah.
I don't think that would be the move.
Correct.
I strongly campaign for Christian, but I just did not want to say that in front of Patrick.
That's
I
fair.
don't trust
That's
him
fair.
at all. I wish Abby would come
You mean like
back.
campaigns against Christian?
Yeah.
Like Christian goes home?
Yes, sorry.
I just wanted to be
Voting for Brady to go home is stupid.
I don't think anyone's
I just don't get
seriously
that.
doing
I don't
that.
understand
It's
why
a
he's
waste
even
of a
up.
vote.
And I talked to Maddie, and Maddie was like, it's just because I didn't talk to him and I didn't have a relationship with him. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, girl, go off.
That's fine. Take
But
your seat.
I think you're right. I think that was a good call about Patrick.
yeah, I didn't want to say that.
Mm-hmm.
But
I'm still not 100% sure that Brody's not going to fly trap Patrick. I think there's a scenario.
Is that
So,
what you think it is?
Brody
I can't tell,
if Gavin,
but it's a scenario.
if Gavin goes home, Patrick is being fly trap.
You know that for a fact.
For me, in that scenario, if we really think it could be Patrick, I get the same feeling where he is really nice, but I just don't get the feeling that I know if he's telling the truth, Patrick. I just can't trust him.
I
Sad.
mean,
I hate saying that. I'm sorry.
But more than Christian though. Because right now, to me, it's looking either like Gavin and Patrick or Gavin and Christian.
That's what I'm thinking.
no,
and to
I
me,
think the options are either Gavin and Patrick or Christian and
Gavin. Or Christian and someone from 4.
and I think the someone from 4 would probably be Ross.
really?
I haven't heard
You
that
think?
at all.
I don't know if people are bullshitting or not, but every single person I've spoken to that can vote is Brady.
What?
See,
I haven't heard that. We're in different conversations.
God damn it.
I haven't heard that.
Also,
Why? What? Why? No.
I need to go
Damn it.
inside the house because inside the house has a different vibe than out here.
Yeah.
Because out here it has not been that at all.
I'm still good. I
Yeah.
still think the smart choice is to vote out Gavin.
What's,
There's sway. Well, at first we were debated, like with a big group, we were debating between you and Gavin and like different reasons and stuff like that. Because both of y'all are strong players, you know what I mean? You're like more of a challenge immunity, you know what I mean? Like that's
I
like
doubt
whatever.
that. I actually throw comps, but
You don't think?
I
Gavin has proven to be like a Mr. Nice Guy, like very friendly, like you know what I mean, which is why he won like last time. I made the argument to them because I was trying to get them to, you know, that like you know, at the end, if you're more ruthless, if you're like the bigger threat, I was like, yeah, but maybe he's a good person to take to the end then, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no
Like
one's
you can
gonna
stand
vote
next
for
to
me.
me, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Whereas Gavin, if he's Mr. Nice Guy, you know, he'll get the votes, you know. But then we thought we were kind of reaching that, and then someone came in from inside and like, yes, we think it's Brady, and we were like, what? Like, where did
So,
that come from?
do you
Like,
think it's more Brady and Gavin, not me?
I don't know because now it's like, you know what I mean? Now I'm trying to. I thought that we were like, almost like, you know, cleared the hurdle to like make sure that we steered it to Gavin. And then people came in and threw the monkey wrench because I asked Ava, like, do you think there's a consensus enough? And she was like, probably Brady. And I was like, what? I thought we had eliminated really considering Brady.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
That's crazy.
So now I'm like, okay, what are people talking about inside? Like, because clearly we're having a completely different conversation out here, you know? I really get the feeling both me and Gabrielle still haven't swayed
Yeah.
from Gavin. So
Yeah.
our votes are
I
still
feel really
the
good
same.
about you,
Yeah.
Gabrielle, honestly.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about us.
If you want my 2 seeds, you can have them. If you want to bid on a fruit.
Should I get off?
I don't even know because every time I talk to people, it's like, well, I'm not going to vote for you, but I don't really care between Gavin and Christian. Or I'm not going to vote Christian.
People are saying my name.
Like, It's all.
It's turning left second.
I'm not going to vote A, and I don't care between B and C. I'm not going to vote B, but I don't care between A and C. I'm not going to vote C, but I
I
don't
just
care
don't
between-
want to like freak out and
I
lose
don't,
points.
and I don't want you to use it if you don't have to. But I'm at that point, like, I don't want you to go home.
Yeah.
I don't want you to go home.
Yeah.
I'll be so mad.
Yeah.
And everybody's all over the place. People are like, it'd be
Literally,
nice if this is
no one has
unanimous.
said. Everyone has said
It
it's
would be
between
nice.
Gavin and Brady. No one has told me.
It would be nice if it was unanimous. Make up your damn mind.
It's
I
not.
can't. So I don't. And
Should
I don't
I?
know. I don't know who's lying to me and who's not. So like that's the point I'm at. Where
Can I know who's
if you-
between Gavin and me, or me and Brady?
At this point, like if I knew, I would tell you. My brain is much.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to some people.
Talk to some people. I have 3.
Okay.
One of them is not mine, but
Okay.
if we need to.
I'll go talk. Appreciate you.
I guess here's my thought. Right. I have 2 options here. I stick with what I said and go after someone from season 4 and break that target, and it's no longer a target. Then that allows me to work more freely with you without me being associated and getting tagged.
That's true. Yeah.
Like, it either has to break now and there's a new day tomorrow, and like everyone resets. It is no longer the narrative. But if y'all all stay in,
it's even stronger tomorrow. Yeah.
It is building overnight of like I cannot believe we just allowed every season 4 person to stay. I think it gives you a better potential in particular.
Okay, but you can't guarantee it's not me who's getting flagged.
I can't guarantee it's not you.
You can?
It is not you. I made that promise to you when I tossed that challenge, and you made the promise to vote me high that I was not going to get you out this round, and I intend to stick to that.
Sounds great to me.
So, I would like to bid the 3. Huh? No, I've been saying I'm going to do all 3, and I don't want to throw people off. It's going to be 3 because I'm going to empty my seeds out.
Brody has officially bid 3 seeds on the night 1 fly trap.
Hurt. I'm not voting you out.
Okay, I appreciate that. I don't think I'm going from the vote out.
You think you're going from the fly trap?
It's either me or Dylan, 100%.
Yeah, Brody has the bids right now. How many seats do you have? Can we outbid him?
I have 4 seats, and Bertie told me, he guaranteed me I'm not going, and it's you or Dylan.
I think I can recover, maybe, if I get Thomas out.
Well, or do we just push for Brody to get Dylan out?
I don't trust Brody.
Either. He said it's either you or Dylan. I mean, but he could be lying, it could be me also.
He said to me that it was either Dylan or Ava.
Yeah.
So, listen, if I get up there and get out Dylan, but it's not a foregone conclusion.
No.
If he does get out Dylan, you and I still have a chance to win the game.
That's true.
If he doesn't get out Dylan, one of us is going. The other one still has a chance to win the game. Or we can take the power from him and we see what the fuck happens tomorrow.
Yeah, that all of Greenhouse 4 is still together and that target on us remains. And it's an even bigger one now that we've grouped together to get someone out with a fly trap.
Oh my god, we are in a pickle.
You guarantee you survive past round. You guarantee you make it to day 2 if you play the fly trap right now.
Who is your fly trap in your ideal world?
It's between Thomas or Brody, but I don't think I would get Brody. I just simply don't trust Thomas as much.
I do not trust Thomas.
I don't trust him the slightest. I trust him the least in the whole house.
Let's fucking go. You want to do it or you want me to do it? I'm not scared. We'll do it.
I'll also win it since you got it.
Who is it? They push us in a corner. We gotta fight back.
I heard it's not going to be you for the fly trap.
I also heard that. I don't want it to be
Yeah.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Which is just playing into the Greenhouse 4 alliance that they're worried about, but I mean...
We didn't pick this fight. They picked it for us.
So, what are y'all going to do?
Y'all scooch together.
Sorry.
I feel like... Oof.
Do you think it's best? Who do you think should play the fly trap? Why?
Because I, am working with Thomas a bit.
Y'all owe me after this. I'm taking this bullet. Yo, please don't turn on me tomorrow.
I am not turning you on.
Tomorrow is going to be a firefight.
Yeah.
So just settle up.
I just want us to survive till the next day. Let's go.
Ross has bid 4 seeds on the Venus flytrap.
I feel like you should definitely go talk to Ross because I was just in a room with him and he was saying he's considering flytrapping you because you're the best player in the game.
Okay.
In no way did I contribute to that. Like, I'll prove it to you. Like,
Yeah.
I told him, I'm sorry, but I'm not on board with that.
Okay. I'm trying to keep Gavin in this game. Like, I'm banking your vote to build trust. I'm campaigning to keep Gavin in. Like, I don't know what else I can do.
Okay. I'll go tell Gavin that because I don't think he necessarily.
I spoke to Gavin about that.
I don't know I've heard literally all three of y'all names. I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. Here's the narrative I think you need to weave. Okay. I think you need to say that if Gavin goes here, that Brody wants the fly trap, and if Gavin goes here, then it is unpredictable as to what happens.
Yeah. Okay.
And 2, you are more predictable than Brady will be.
Mm-hmm.
I think that is the narrative that might be able to get you the least amount of votes.
Got it.
I think.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
That's my own 2 cents.
Appreciate it.
I'm playing a little bit more stressed up than I really am because at this moment, I don't think anyone's, like, gonna gun for me because they were like, oh, she was forced into it to get the sunflower and she had to name in 2 nominees, but they got seat. And, like, people keep reassuring me that I'm not on anyone's radar. And that's really good for me. And, like, I've had so many people talk to me and be like, I think we're good. Like, I don't think there's any bridges that's being burnt. I have people vouching for me. And I'm like, I feel like I'm in a really good spot. Me and Shane had said when we first got in over there and we were walking, we said we probably need to get in the greenhouse early just to have those connections and to control a narrative. And I think that I've been controlling some form of the narrative. And I think we can keep the season 4 people in tonight. It's going to be down to the wire, but it might just work. Maybe. I could be delusional. I could be talking nonsense.
I told Brody that I would give him a seed if he guaranteed that he wouldn't fly trap me out because he didn't tell me who his target was. And so, like, I still don't know who his target is.
Fine.
He has my seed to bid 5, but that, like, was a promise I made to watch my ass. That is not me contributing to whoever he is targeting.
Okay.
Do you have intel on who he's targeting?
It's gonna be me now.
If someone else is going
That is
for it.
why he has my seed.
That's fine.
For no other reason.
It's fine. Did you talk?
You just didn't look at me whenever
Oh,
you said it was
no,
fine.
it's okay. I promise. It's fine.
I'm making another push for Christian because if Brody upped it, he's getting seeds. He got one from Tommy's, got one from Claire. If Brody gets it, he has almost guaranteed that it will be a season 4 partner, which I think that anyone not season 4 should think that it is in their best interest to vote out. Yeah, let him do that. Just let him do it. And he will not do it if we vote out the season 4 person on the block, aka Gavin.
Mm-hmm.
He said if that is the case, then I would prefer Gavin to stay, which means that he's not trying to pick another person at random.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to fly trap a season 4 person. So I'm pushing for Christian. I don't know why no one doesn't think this makes sense. Like, why leave it up to chance for either Brody to give up and let them get the fly trap, or let Brody win it, but then have to pick another person at random because we've already targeted a season 4 person. He's not going to go for another.
So why is Brady not an option?
Why is Brady not an option? I don't think anyone's scared of Brady. Brady is not a target. He didn't make it very far in his game. Like, people think he's messy, so no one really wants to play with him. Whereas
And Maddie was very much like, I wanted to nominate Gavin, and I didn't have a second nominee, so I
it's like he.
I talked to.
Right. Yeah.
Good.
We're great. You are not doing great.
You think I'm gonna go?
I think there's a strong chance.
Okay.
Shakira is campaigning against. Wait, come back, please.
Oh.
Shakira is campaigning against you because she thinks you're a much bigger threat than Brady. And then people want to protect Gavin.
I'm gonna go.
Fly trap's going.
You do have your seat if I want to bid for record?
Well, you should consider giving me your seeds if you get out.
Yeah. I want to bid for upper. I'm sorry. I'll bid for it. I just need to.
Meredith.
I need 3 for uproot. Can I use your seed?
You only need 1?
1.
Okay.
Give me the fuck off.
Christian bid 3 on uproot.
You better work.
Is that like a?
You better fucking work.
5 bid on.
Get the fuck off this block. I'm done with this.
I'll bid 5.
Please
This
let
is
me
from-
go to sleep.
Oh. Thomas and Claire.
Bid is now 5. Brody has the bid at 5.
Here you go. Get it back to you.
Precious.
Hey, so I'm really confused where like all this season 4 stuff is coming from because I'm campaigning really hard to keep you and
I know you are.
Christian home. I gave Ava a bank vote so that we can build trust together, and I've had conversations with each of you, like that I feel have clarified my intentions with both of you.
I agree with you.
So I feel as if I'm being targeted.
You're not.
By this fly trap.
You're not. Who are we going after with the fly trap?
You tell me.
Is it Brody? In return, yeah.
Brody outbid.
Brody did outbid right now.
Yeah, it's up at 5.
What do you think? Do you think we should back out of it? Do you think it's a good idea to get Brody out?
So, what I see is us getting Christian out. I don't know.
But then,
Hey, Brody.
Hey, I have 7. So, if you want to go for it, that's fine. Everything I'm hearing, and I was just told this, so this is news to me as well, sounds like the vote's on you. If that is the case, I made these promises.
Right.
I'm not voting someone for season 4 out. It's fine. I hope it's not you. I don't want that to be the case.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
If you win the fly trap, what's happening next round?
It depends who goes home.
Okay, so can you run me through those scenarios?
Well, now that Ross bid against me, he's a prime candidate. Because we all agreed, and now he made himself an outlier. Because I wasn't sure on who from season 4.
Okay.
Like, I truly hadn't decided.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't going to make a decision until Gavin was safe. Look, I'm a big threat. I know I'm a big threat. A lot of people in this game are big threats. So, if y'all are all out, it automatically makes me easiest target. At least we can work together to make something happen if you're in.
Yeah.
I don't have that option when you're gone.
Right. So August listen one of us home.
Yeah. Because one of you's
Sorry.
not 3 of you. Because for me, sending one person home or all of y'all are gone. I don't see a way in which any 3 from your season, including Jessica, is here by noon tomorrow if one of you does not go home tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'm
how
not-
much trust is in this room, but if you don't want to break your word and you let him take it and he promised not to hit you, you have not broken any promises.
I don't trust Ross is going to do that.
See,
Because
okay,
he just
that's
told me he
fair.
does not trust my intentions.
That's fair.
If he was like,
Well, can
you know
all
what?
be adults and like agree on this?
No, this is a
Well,
game.
and then I'm gonna go get every single seed possible because he's going to get me out if he doesn't.
It's one of us
promise to stick to
too.
Birdie.
If, like Ross is not going to
You?
choose.
Yes, Ava just told me he wanted to target me.
And I was told it was me. So I don't know.
I mean, it doesn't have to be.
Okay.
But you're not
We
selling
all
me
agree
here.
that we want the big dogs in next round. Would it not make sense to fly trap someone that's objectively less interesting? Oh, that sounds so mean.
I know, but then.
Alright, Jessica it is. Literally a joke.
How dare you?
Did y'all hear about the bid downstairs?
No, what's happening?
There was a bid on Uproot by Christian.
What the?
God damn it.
Going nuts.
Why is Christian the way he is?
He didn't have to do anything.
He didn't have to.
Is that on himself? He doesn't. We don't know.
What was
We don't
it?
know.
Is it 3 seeds?
Yes.
Okay.
God, there could be no fucking seeds in it.
So if Christian gets uprooted, I'm definitely gone. Right? I don't think there's been much rallying against Brady.
I had heard more votes against Brady than Christian.
Yeah, I heard more against Brady than Christian.
Shakira had not.
That's news to me.
I've only heard,
I've heard
Patrick and Meredith for Brady. That's all I've heard for Brady.
Yeah.
I've also heard Ava for Brady.
And I guess
But
y'all.
I can vote. I don't. I would
I'm
vote.
blocking
In
Ava.
that case, I would vote.
Why Brady? What's the pitch? Let me hear.
All the big players. I mean, you're asking me why I should go. I'm a winner. If I'm gone, then you're like next on the line. You know. Is all I'm thinking.
Yeah, I wasn't coming for you.
Oh,
Well,
no, we're talking about this earlier when it's me or Brady.
Is bid on uproot.
We're talking
so
about me
it's
or
likely
Brady.
that it's Brady or Gavin.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was.
That's really the two options if this bid goes through, and I don't think anyone has 4 seeds that they're not about to throw down between Ross and I.
Yeah, what's the count at for Flytrap?
5.
But he just said he
I
had
have
7.
7. Not more.
To be honest, no one's gonna say what they really have to say with Gavin.
With Gavin's in the room.
Yeah.
I know.
Ooh.
Alright,
I'll head out.
if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I lean the Brady side.
Made him out.
Because the whole pitch I've been saying from the start was I am going to go after a season 4 person. I am not going after a season 4 person if there's one already going.
So
Because then
essentially,
it locks in a season versus season battle, which I'm not doing here. That is not going to be this season where we're targeting people because they were on a certain season by no choice of their own.
Yeah. I was just asking why.
I agree with that, but also your
That literally
narrative
sounds
is
like what
literally
you're
what
doing.
you've been saying, though. You've been saying you're targeting a season 4 player.
Yes, because if not, they're already being targeted. I have been told by Gavin that whether they wanted to or not, because they got grouped, they had to align in some way, shape, or form.
Does anyone else, Thomas, don't say anything. Does anyone else know how the season 4 thing started?
It was not me and Thomas. Let's just
No.
put that out there.
You heard it with them?
Yeah. I cleared the air with
I
them
heard
too
it
because I
was
asked
them, too.
directly.
I don't know names.
I mean, the first time that it was brought up, it was a conversation with me, Brady, Lily, and maybe Jessica.
Okay, we voted. You're all out. Bye. Bye. Let's have this little party.
My point is that I don't think it matters like who brought it up or not. I think that concept was going to be brought up no matter what.
And it's
because it was common knowledge that the season 4 people were close from the jump.
Yeah.
They had a very strong season of good, solid players. They hang out on the regular outside of this game. Like that's not a secret.
I personally don't understand why that's the narrative when we have married people, best friends.
It's
like,
because it's a group of 4.
It's 4 versus like series
two
of
and
2s.
Yeah.
And
That's
Claire's
a
been
lot
panicked all
stronger.
night.
I think it's a connection that people were able to make that wasn't a cheap cop out, like cousins, spouses,
Correct.
you know, because that's a cheap, not all star
Like-
cop out, and I would tell anyone that to their face.
So are we just getting Jessica out?
I just
Why is she always
I'm
the butt of a
gonna spit
joke?
on this bed.
Wait.
The problem is, you have now all admitted that you are working together.
Not until we were.
That
But
only
it doesn't
happened
matter.
because they got forced.
It doesn't matter.
But it doesn't matter
It doesn't
because.
matter.
But you did it. You could have just branched away and tried to form different relationships, and y'all grouped tighter together because you are friends.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I can't blame you. It's the natural reaction.
No,
but
I don't think you're blaming,
reemphasizes.
but I get what you're saying, but we had no choice. It's random.
I kinda
I
disagree.
agree with Ross. I felt like they were forced.
We didn't draw
Like-
first blood.
That's
But-
fair.
If the narrative was these two, right? Like season 3 is going strong, and with Shane and is that everyone in this room?
Brady.
Whatever. People in this room. If that was the narrative, then like they would naturally have to work together too. You know, if we're saying that it's by seasons, which is the line we're drawing now.
I don't think anyone did anything wrong.
Yeah, I don't
I
think
think
so
everyone
either.
played logically, and whoever did start it, if it was Brady,
Who cares?
good move on his part. Because look what it did.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone did anything
Right,
wrong.
because now we're spending 20 minutes talking about a rumor instead of talking about who the hell we're going to vote
Who we're
out, and
gonna
that's
vote.
more important.
This sounds terrible. I'm gonna say Brady and just let you fly trap one of us 3 guys.
If that's a risk that you two want to take,
I don't want
let's
to take
go
it, but
for
I
it.
think that's what's gonna
But
happen.
also, like, I want y'all to know that y'all have autonomy to say, I don't want to be fly trapped, so let's
vote
get
Gavin.
Gavin out.
Yeah, and if you
if
make
y'all
a
don't
good
want to,
pitch,
if y'all don't want to run, if y'all don't want to run season 4 strong, then let's do it right now.
Well, and want
if
us to
you
vote Gavin out, you realize you'll be put on the spot then.
I will make
he
a
will
decision.
not vote either of you out. If
I know he's
Gavin's
not going to
voted
double
out.
down.
Here's the
but
thing.
that puts someone else in this room. Like
Here's the
Vance
thing. Y'all make that decision because what you decide is what's going to happen in this vote. What you're okay with.
Can you step out and let everyone else decide?
Go for it.
Thank you.
Thanks, Brody.
Thanks, bro. I wasn't trying to be a dick.
No, it's understandable.
You were not.
Yeah, what the hell?
So we're one of them is in the room.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I think it's between 1 and 2 because you're the other 2 winners. I'm going to put it point. That might not be the trend.
I think it's exhausting.
I think Brady's.
I think we could just get all the voters in the
That
room,
would come
lay out the
with
basics, and then just let people vote. Because
Well,
I
we have
don't
the
think
majority, so like this is.
This
I
will
know,
work.
but-
This will work. We don't
Yeah.
need everybody.
Yeah.
This is the layout, okay? it is Gavin versus Brady.
If Brady goes, then one of these 3 birds is going to go by Brody.
Correct.
Probably.
Yep. Season 4.
If Gavin goes, then it's really
A free
who
for all.
knows.
Then he has.
But
He said 2 people in mind, and we don't know who it is.
And he didn't say it, so I do believe it's
They're
in the room.
probably in the room.
Someone's in the room.
The whole cast is in the room.
Are they in the room with us?
Yeah.
yeah.
I got it.
So, what do you want to do?
Make sure
Fast
Gavin,
forward.
please. Why would we leave it up to chance?
That is chance.
You're putting Brady.
I mean, oh, sorry. I keep getting it backwards.
Okay.
Never mind.
So Brady.
You already said.
So you want Brady? Or not?
I don't want to be fly trapped. Does anyone here want to be fly trapped?
Well, you
I
can't
hate
say
that
that
we've
for
given
them.
Brody this much power, to be honest. I don't know how.
reason-
I don't
So,
know
okay,
the
okay.
fuck how.
So let's.
Does Brody have 7 seeds right now? I'm
Okay.
furious.
Well-
Because you know who Brody is. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, wait. I told everyone how we got mine, correct?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
good?
Yes. Yes.
It's
Let's
two
talk
people.
to
Should we
you
just
about
vote?
That's
Wait,
right.
wait,
Don't just vote.
If it was Gavin.
Wait,
Or no,
wait.
if it
Maddie
was-
has something to say.
Hey,
We
listen.
have
I don't think so.
majority of the people in here. He has 7. Is there any way we can just outbid him and then he doesn't have the power?
Okay.
Nah, I don't
And
want to
then
change
what?
that.
You're right.
I'm
Then what's that percentage?
That's so much. Yeah.
Get Brody out.
They're probably
But then it sort of solve the voting dilemma.
Okay.
Yeah.
Y'all want
Do
to
we
just go
just-
vote and say
I'm
fuck
telling
it?
I'm telling you.
Honestly, yes.
I want to make sure everyone in this room is safe, and we only know that that's going to happen one way.
Let's.
Wait,
That's not true.
No, that's not true.
That's
That is not true.
I mean, if Brody said he was going to fly trap,
One of
yeah.
2
Oh, he
people in
didn't
this
say Brady,
room.
or not Brady,
or-
Gavin.
He
I
didn't say.
think
He said one of the
We
3
just
boys.
be okay with the vote not
I
being
was doing
unanimous.
this.
Don't hold it against anyone. But
I just
everyone
vote.
knows the
Just
semantics.
go where we
Just go
are.
vote.
It's a democracy.
I'm okay with
that.
They better be.
I hope y'all have Monday off.
The auction has ended.
Thank God.
Christian has purchased Uproot for 3 seeds.
Get me the fuck off this block!
Okay, this next person has removed himself
Me when I'm not in danger and I
from nominations, and Brody, with a bid of 5, has purchased the Night 1 Fly Trap. That means, Ross, you do get these back.
Nice.
And with that, it is time to vote and banish. Tulip, before we go, whose votes you blocking?
I have 2 lips and 2 votes to block. I'm gonna block Claire and Ava.
Okay, Claire and Ava, your votes have been blocked. Let's head into the living room.
Nominees, before your fellow players cast their votes to banish, you each have your chance to make your final plea.
I gotta say, I was expecting this before I came here, that I would be nominated first, since I won the game. Thought Brandon and Shakir would be next to me, but this is just me. I think you should keep me in the game because I'm a super huge target, and I've already won once. Nobody's gonna vote for me to win. So keep me as long as you need me, and then get me out. I mean, I'm at the bottom right now, so I'll go with you. That's all I gotta say.
And Brady.
All right. So I got nominated, it sounds like by random, and now it sounds like it's going in a bad direction. Maddie, don't know what you were doing that. And to the people who spread the name that Lily and Brady were going out, don't know how you didn't catch a stray. I'm glad you didn't. Don't know how I ended up here. That being said, I got fly trapped the last time I played. I would love to play a couple more rounds than what I got to play. And we're literally playing against people who have won, who have ran up, and I am the second lowest placing person in this game that is playing in this whole cast. Thanks, Jessica. So keep that in mind when you're voting. You know that he's good at the game. I'm sorry. You know that he's good at the game. He's won it, and by a lot of votes. I have not come close. Thank you. Peace and love.
And with that, it is time to vote. Remember that if you are banished, your seeds will vanish with you. So if you don't want that to happen, you can pass them along. And now we will begin the voting process.
A lot of people pissed me off just now for saying stupid things that had no logic behind them and choosing a side with no reason to do it and with no logic behind their votes and reasoning, and they argued with me nonstop upstairs. They better hope that Brady goes home, because they will be going home and they were never on my radar. And it is not this person's fault. Well, no, it is this person's fault actually, because they could have kept their mouth shut and they'd be safe. And now they're going to go home because of it, because I know Brady's not going to go home. And they could have just said, let's go with the season 4, let them go. And instead, we're going to fight this thing tooth and nail. I will be voting for Brady so I can get out a season 4 person, like I said from the start. It's not going to happen. Hope this person thinks they made the right decision, because it might come back to bite them.
I'm voting for Gavin. Fuck it. I don't care. If it's Gavin, and Brody snaps me, then you know what? I'll go home. But I don't think he's gonna. He told me he wouldn't. I can't believe I'm trusting Brody. I also can't fucking believe we let Brody get 7 motherfucking seeds on night 1, round 1. Dumb mistake to the house. Brody should be gone. But Gavin, nice knowing you. Thank you.
Thank you. How are you? Can you let us know, first of all, you're not going home?
Holy moly. Well, we don't know yet.
Oh, ooh.
Your first
That's so true.
Yeah. It's still the first round, girl. I'm holding my breath. I will.
I was just on the block. And guess what? I'm gonna say this. I was fucking fierce on that block. I was going to sit on that block and just have no one spin seeds. We spent 4 hours to decide between these two. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why is my name coming up? Because guess what? I was good with everyone. The minute you throw my name up, I'm going to fucking ramrod you. I swear to God, I'm so fucking pissed that I had to go for uproot. But guess what? I have all of the seeds I need in my fucking allies' pockets, and I'll do it again.
Gavin has made a lot of promises to me. He's basically said I am his #1 ally in this and that he's all in on that alliance with me. And I would be ridiculously foolish to turn that down and vote him out at this point. Besides the fact that, to my understanding, if a season 4 player is not voted out now, the fly trap will be used on one of them, and that protects me.
Thank you, everybody, for that lightning fast round. So, and remember, no matter what time you go out, you are all All-Stars. No matter what place you get, you are all All-Stars in this room. Once I reveal the results of the vote, the person banished will exit through those doors. And our exit interviewer did not show up, but we will figure it out. Oh my God.
I knew it.
And the moment you've all been waiting for, by a vote of 7 to 5, Gavin, you have been banished from the greenhouse.
Went from first place to last place.
Congrats,
And
Brady.
now we will move immediately to the Venus flytrap. Excuse me, night 1.5. Venus flytrap.
Wow.
Brody.
Can I move out of the nominee seat? Like, you might not want to. I'm kidding. I said no, I'll leave the trauma. If I actually want fight, I'm just saying that.
Keep talking.
So that was not my wish. Nothing against you, but it forces my hand to make a decision that I have not been pitching all evening. I've been pitching to get out a season 4 person to break up that monotony and that target that has automatically been placed on them. I'm not going to do it. Done. That accomplished what I was going after. I've been telling the truth. Take that how you want. Yeah, we got it. This person was not the target an hour ago. Every single one of you ran through my head at one point or another. And I want you to know this isn't personal by any means. And it's going to go against things I have said. But a lot of things, and a lot of things other people said went against things they said as well. So you know what? Fuck it. Okay? This is not personal again, but I think this is the best move for my game. And I tried to play this for everyone's game, and y'all gave me a big F you. So I'm choosing this person based on my game and what I think and who's coming after me. And so, Maddie, I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
He wasn't going after you, but like,
You argued with me pretty strong upstairs. Like,
I'm trying to give you another point of view.
I said I'm not taking outside.
You are?
Hi, Maddie.